Add stream. Hey. Hello.
Hi.
Well, very new. I think we're live. So, I'm going to make sure I sit in the right spot. I'm in my pool. In case anyone's wondering, I am inside, but I'm outside. I'm in a kind of glass house. I don't know what you'd call it. So, for everyone who is watching, my name's Alison King and runs with the barcode as my creation, mostly to satisfy my parkrun nerdiness and my journalism skills that I've been working on for the last, 20-something years. And joining me tonight is the awesome Claire Taylor from Millwater Parkrun. So, hey, Claire.
Hi, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
Yeah, so we've delayed this evening because you probably all saw the press conference with Jacinda Ardern. Sorry, I've just got my almost 9-year-old just prodding me. It's his birthday tomorrow, so.
Mum,
yes,
I want to do something.
Okay, we'll talk about this after I come up here because this is on live, okay? So we've already got some viewers, so that's cool. So hi to Jackie from Pegasus Parkrun and Andy from Whangarei. So yeah, we've just been watching Jacinda Ardern, and obviously with her announcements, we can't really compete with the Prime Minister, so we're on at 7:30. So this is the first in what I hope will be like a regular series on the page, and I'll stick it on YouTube as well. Just meeting people within the parkrun world here in New Zealand, and we might go over the ditch depending on how we've got to get all the New Zealand content done first. So thanks so much for entertaining us tonight, Claire, with your presence.
Oh, entertaining. Wow, exciting. Yeah. What do I do?
So I thought it would be really cool to use this platform to tell people a bit more about the different parkruns around the country, and also to share our parkrun stories. So anyone watching who maybe hasn't done parkrun before, or who has a friend that they would love to come along, but their friend doesn't think that they're good enough for parkrun, can use these as a way to show that anyone can do parkrun. So let's hear your story, Claire, because I know that you weren't a park runner and weren't a runner before parkrun came along.
No, I totally wasn't. People still can't quite believe, people who knew the old me, that I'm so into parkrun, because I was not sporty. I didn't ever exercise. A few years back, I was sort of approaching a milestone birthday, and I was really aware that I was a bit overweight and really unfit. And I thought, do I really want to get into this period of my life like this? Because surely it's only going to get worse. So I started the Couch to 5K program, and I just completed that. I lost 18 kilos, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. And I went to the UK for my sister's wedding, and my dad, who runs occasionally too, said, "Oh, this new thing started up. It's called parkrun, and why don't you come with me?" So I went to my first parkrun over in the UK with my dad. Didn't even have the right running gear. I had like t-shirt, leggings, and I was not prepared. I had no lycra in my wardrobe whatsoever, and I went along and did it with him. And yeah, I was bitten by the bug. So when I came back to New Zealand, I had a look to see what was out here, and Millwater was my closest. Took me about a month to pluck up the courage to go, but no, I headed up there, and yeah, the rest is history.
And how long ago was that?
So that was September 2014. So I went to Kesgrave Parkrun, which is in Suffolk in the UK. I think it was their second ever parkrun. And interestingly enough, Millwater actually started on the same day that Kesgrave did. So we're on par. Had they not had to stop with COVID, we have the same birthday.
Well, you still have the same birthday, but Millwater's had a few more runs than them.
We have, yeah. 313 now, I think we are.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can see in the background. I did say I'm going to be going on live, and other people will be able to see you.
Kids are awesome.
I think there's a big kid there as well. Anyhow, I can see your sister is watching from the UK, so hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
So when you did that first park run, did you run the whole way?
I did, with Dad egging me along. I remember it being really hard. I remember getting the old jelly legs and going, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I'd never done an event before. I'd done the 5K, Couch to 5K, but just about on my local street. So doing it with people watching, and yeah, it was pretty cool though. We crossed the finish line holding hands, and we've got a really awesome picture of that. Yeah, and I was so glad I did it. Yeah.
And life has never been the same since.
No, it hasn't. This thing just gets into my Saturday mornings, and yeah, I'll move heaven and earth to get there if I can.
That's cool. I know that you didn't have a park run this week, but you had a really awesome reason not to go. So
yeah,
well, we'll cross over that
first.
So tell us about Millwater Park Run.
So Millwater is the best park run in the world, obviously. We're a cool event. We're just north of Auckland, on the Hibiscus Coast in Millwater, which is near RWAB. It's about probably a 25-minute drive from central Auckland, perhaps half an hour, on a Saturday morning. We started with, we were down at sort of 20-30 people for the first year or so, and it slowly grew, and then about 2 years in it really took off, and so now we're up to about 250. Yeah, we have people from all walks of life. We have lots of walkers. The walking contingency has grown over the years, which is really cool. Lots of people bring their friends along. We've also got lots of kids at our park run who are really awesome too.
Sorry, don't mind me. I've got a very noisy 9-hole, well, almost birthday boy. He's got a donut, so
super exciting.
Yeah. So tell us about the course at Millwater. What's it like?
So we are an out and back, 2.5 out, 2.5 back on the Millwater estuary, which is actually a loop track, and we run around the Metro Park sports fields on concrete, around the new hockey fields, and a little way in on the estuary, and then back out again. Yeah, it's a pretty flat course. Some people come to us and go, "Oh gosh, your hills," but they're just little bumps. They're undulating, I think they call them. Yeah, it's not too bad. Quite a few people report getting quite a good PB at our course.
It's quite an easy course. As for yourself, do you prefer an out and back or a lapped course?
I like the out and backs. I do like the out and backs. Yeah, I think there's only one way out, one way in again. And when you're on the laps and you've only done one, you've got 2 to go. It can be a bit demoralizing sometimes, but yeah, I like the out and backs best.
Yeah. And can you remember your barcode off the top of your head?
A1202859.
Awesome. You've been doing some parkrun tourism of late. So do you want to tell us about the courses that you've been to recently?
Yeah, so I don't get to travel much. I've got a youngish family and we've got lots of Saturday sport, but when I can, I try and get out and about. So every January I head up to Whangarei. We go camping up there, and I managed to, we go for 11 days, and this year it just so happened to cross over 2 Saturdays, so I managed to do 2 up there this week. So that was really cool to get up there and to meet Ron, the event director, and Andy Mears as well. And yeah, I decided to write the run report for them. Boxing Day, we were with friends in Hamilton, and I headed down to the University of Waikato and did my first one there. And then I had a friend's 40th in Dunedin a couple of weeks ago, and of course I thought, oh, weekend away, yes, I can do another park run. So yeah, I did those stairs of despair at Dunedin, which that was hard. Really awesome though, really cool park run, lovely people.
That's cool. So how many different New Zealand events have you done now?
I think I'm at 12. Yeah, I think I'm at 12. So quite a way to go. The family and I have been talking about where we're going to go this year, and at the back of my mind it's always, I need to go there and not there because there's a park run. I think we're going to try and do Wellington at some point this year. So I haven't done a Wellington park run yet. So I think
got a few to choose from.
I think so, yeah.
I wonder if there's any questions. We've got quite a few comments, people saying hello. We've got viewers from Balclutha. We've got Oliver Blake, who's coming to us from Australia. Shell Harbour Parkrun. Then Martin from Whangarei. So hello, Martin, and Jackie from Pegasus Parkrun. That's cool. And Michael Robinson, I know Michael, I think is Hamilton. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Very cool.
Hi, where people are from. And yeah, I'm open to suggestions for what people want to hear about on this broadcast and on the blog. But I think chatting about parkrun's always good. So
you know me, I can chat about parkrun for hours.
Yeah. All right. So what's the Wilson Index number?
Oh, terrible. I think I'm on 3. Yeah, we've got to do something about that.
Yes, that's shameful, Claire.
Yeah, it is.
What
really shameful.
What about your P index?
Good question. I was on top of this until I did a bit of traveling recently, and I've lost it. Again, it's not great. It's not great.
Okay. With all those
be my year to address this.
with all those Auckland parkruns, then you could easily get your P index up to a good number.
Yeah.
All right. So I do not want a donut, thank you.
Okay. I just want the whole box of donuts.
If anyone comes to Rotorua to do Puarenga Parkrun,
they're welcome to have a donut.
We go to Ciabatta Bakery, which has cronuts, but not too far away from there is a place called Baked, and they do amazing donuts. Which actually, do you want to come and show this donut before you eat it all? This is a mini donut.
Oh, looks good.
That's a vanilla custard one. So instead of doing a birthday cake, I did birthday donuts.
Very cool.
Yeah. Speaking of cafes, anyone's watching and has seen With Me Now. So With Me Now is an awesome parkrun podcast that I love to listen to.
Yeah, and I hate
They're doing a World Cup of Parkrun cafes. So they did a World Cup of Parkrun Beauty just recently, where they did like all these parkruns that were nominated for being beautiful, and they did a knockout. So you could vote for which one you thought was most beautiful. They're going to do a cafe knockout. So if your cafe is awesome, you go over to the With Me Now Facebook page and fill in the Google form, and the more New Zealand content we can get on there, the better.
I've got my vote in. My vote's already there.
That's good. I'll be putting a vote in for Ciabatta Bakery. What's your favourite thing from the Millwater Cafe?
So we've got a lovely cafe called Millie's. The owner's amazing. It's packed every week. We've actually got 3 cafes that are close by, and we do spread across them because there's so many of us, and we can't all fit into Millie's. They've got an amazing menu, great coffee, and they also do cronuts and the most amazing, decadent, huge donuts. I've got celiac disease, so I can't eat them, but I like watching other people eat them, and yeah, it's probably just as well.
Well, when you come to Rotorua, Baked do a gluten-free donut.
Fantastic. I'll take you up on that.
So what's your coffee order?
Trim flat white.
Everyone remember that when they see Claire at Parkrun. An easy one.
Flat white?
Yeah.
A trim flat white.
Trim flat white.
Trim milk. So yes, they say never work with children and animals, don't they? So, dude, please do not do that. So you got a comment here from Julia. Hi, Julia Gordon from Lower Hutt Parkrun. She says, Paul and I ran Millwater twice in January. So lovely to see how much it's grown, and eat a biscuit courtesy of Gary on his 85th birthday.
Yes, I missed that one. I was in Whangarei for that one. But I did actually meet Julia in Ororaka when I did I was marshalling on the trial run, and we went to the cafe together. And
awesome.
Yes, I knew the names. It's like you know the names in parkrun, don't you? And then you meet people and you feel like you know them, but you don't really. But yeah.
I think that's because New Zealand, we're such a small country in terms of parkruns. We've just 33 right now, and the tourists you get to see in see people quite often. You might not know their names, but you'll see the face, or you might know the name from the seeing in the results.
Yeah.
Cool. And so your dad is on 199 runs, Claire.
He is. He was supposed to be here last year, and he was flying out, I think, on the 14th of March. And obviously, we know what happened not long after that, and they had to cancel their flights. And he'd been hanging out to do his 200th with me. He's been out here before. He's done a few at Millwater, so he was going to do his 200 with me, and we were going to have cake, and it was going to be really exciting. And he hasn't had one in since. So yeah, I think the day he manages his 200th, we'll have a little party up here in Millwater, whether he's here or not.
I think that would be an awesome thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, so we can wrap up because I know you've got a staff Zoom to get going. Was there anything you wanted to say about Millwater or just your park run?
I'm hungry.
You go and sort yourself out.
I'm hungry.
Oh, well, if I can I'd love to do a shout out to our team. We've got an awesome committee. Reese, our event director, is just amazing. He gives so much time and effort and energy to the event, and we've got a great support team, amazing volunteers. We've had heaps of new run directors step up recently, and we're really thankful to them. They're amazing. We've actually got a kids takeover day on the 6th of March, which we're really looking forward to. So we've almost got a full roster of under 18s on that day. And yeah, I just encourage anyone who's in Auckland. You might think Millwater's a long way away, but it's worth a trip up, and it's worth a day out. There's so much to do up there, and we're awesome. Come and see us. We'd love to see you.
What's one thing people should do after they've been to the cafe?
Oh, there's so much. I think if you're a bit puffed out after your run, you might just want to go and sit on RWAB Beach, which is really lovely. It's awesome beachfront cafes and restaurants and bars down there as well. If you're feeling energetic, the Millwater Estuary actually is a loop track about 7.5 k's. So that's quite popular with families to bike or run around that. There's the historic Puhoi, which is not far away, with the historic pub, and there's a cheese factory, and you can even go kayaking around there too. You go to Snow Planet, indoor snowboarding and skiing. There's heaps to do.
Go there.
It sounds like enough for a weekend.
Come on up, Axel. I'll show you around.
Yeah. We could probably take him up there.
Donuts in your bag.
Four donuts left. They'll be going in his lunchbox. Anyhow.
Hey, I want pizza.
All right, that's all from here. I'm going to have to do something about what time we do these in future. So thanks so much, Claire, and I know I'll see you in the group. So anyone's welcome to come and join us if you're not in there already in the Runs with the Barcode Clubhouse. Come and talk park run every day of the week.
Yeah.
So thanks all for joining us, and we'll see you another time. So
all right, thanks Alison, and thanks for all your hard work. You're awesome.
All right, bye everyone.
See you.